Hi, I'm Catherine and welcome to my kitchen. Thanks that you came to my channel. And today I want to make a really interesting food preparation. I want to make veggie prepare. Because I've got lots of vegetables, but I always forget to eat them. But if I prepare it and put it to the fridge, I will never forget to use it during the meal. And all my family also will eat vegetables. So let's start.
Alright, so the first veggie prep we're kicking off with is a red cabbage coleslaw. First thing we gotta do is cut that cabbage into strips that will fit into the food processor. Now, you can slice it by hand, but honestly it was faster for me to use the processor cause the whole head of cabbage is pretty big. So, we sliced it into these super thin strips, and now we gotta season this thing up right. Add some salt, add some pepper, and here is a big secret for the salad. You gotta throw it some sweet mustard. I use the one from IKEA. Then we're gonna do half sour cream and half mayo. The amount depends on how big a batch of you're making. You can see how much I'm adding here, about 3 big tablespoons of mayo and 3 of sour cream. Now you really want to mix this salad up good so everything's totally coated with the sauce. Honestly, I also suggest toasting in a 1 tablespoon of sugar to make it even tastier. And now you just portion it into containers. It'll keep for like 3 or 5 days. This salad is so good. It can replace any side dish, you can have it with meat or honestly just eat it on its own. My husband loves this salad, he could live on it. Another super simple veggie prep. Just chop up some cucumbers. This will save you a tons of time and a ton of hassle because at some point you might be too lazy to deal with cucumbers and they'll just sit there and go bad. But if they're ready to go, they're always on hand. The kids can always grab some. You just open the container, throw them to the plate. It's convenient. So chop them into a container and you always have veggies ready to go. Alright, a little bit of magic and the whole pile of unpeeled carrots turns into peeled ones. Honestly, my daughter really helped. She peeled all the carrots and saved me tons of time. We grate the carrots on the coarse grater and we ended up with a big bowl of grated carrots. Now we take a little container, fill it with water, and we're gonna add some of these carrot sticks in there. So we can just grab them from the fridge and crunch them instead of some candies or cookies. Healthy snack. My kids love crunching on carrots like little bunnies. So we've got the carrots ready. Now let's make Korean style carrots. I've got special Korean carrot spices. I'll list what's in them in the video description. Then we add salt, sugar and soy sauce and vinegar. Now we really mix these carrots so all the spices coat the whole batch. I'll let it sit for about 10-15 minutes so the flavors soak in. Now here is the big trick. We press a few cloves of garlic on the top of carrots and then we heat up an oil until it's sizzling. Now we pour that hot oil right over the garlic. That's the key. So we get the amazing roasted garlic flavor. You won't believe how good the kitchen smells. It's incredible. These carrots will keep for 2-3 weeks, especially if you add a bit of vinegar. And now you've got this delicious, spicy, savory carrot that will brighten up any dish, or just eat it as a salad. I love these carrots, and I know tons of dishes to use them. I'll make another video on that someday. The third thing, I always kick off my batch prep with the preparing peeled garlic. I've got to have peeled garlic in the fridge at all times. I just peel a bunch and toss it into a jar so later on I can just grab it, No more, oh, I have to peel this garlic again. Forget it, I won't even add it. So, I'd rather just do that work once, peel it all, and fill up the jar. Next veggie prep we're doing is cauliflower, specifically steamed cauliflower. I've got two versions for you. First up, we gotta break the whole head of cauliflower into florets. You can go big or small, whatever you prefer. If you go smaller, they'll cook faster. Mine are kind of the bigger side, so I cut them and toss them in my steamer. I've got a double layer steamer, so I fill both layers. And set it for 40 minutes. But listen, 40 minutes is too long. Don't do that. Do like 25, because otherwise they get too soft. I like little crunch. Now, I take half of that cauliflower to do an Asian style version, and the other half I'm leaving plain, no seasoning. So, for an Asian one, I'm adding sesame oil, some pad thai sauce, soy sauce, and I've got some frozen green onions. You can throw in cilantro, that'll work great too. You could add garlic. I didn't, but you can. Mix that all up really well. Now you just portion out the cauliflower into containers. So the Asian style one goes in one container and the plain steamed cauliflower in another. You can eat the plain one as is or toss in a salad or soups, whatever works for you. It'll always be ready to go, and you'll actually eat it instead of letting it sit in the fridge until it goes bad. The next prep honestly saved me because I finally got to eat mushrooms. No one else in the house eats mushrooms, so I never make them. I mean, why cook them just for me? But since it was a batch prep, I decided to treat myself. I made mushrooms roasted with zucchini, tomatoes, and bell peppers. I just chopped everything into big chunks and toasted into a roasted dish. Honestly, this prep was so handy, and I had these roasted veggies for breakfast, lunch, and even dinner. I ate them super quick. Otherwise, I'd just be too lazy to add veggies and leave off sandwiches. But this was awesome. So we chopped everything into pretty big pieces, throw into a roasted dish, and now you gotta season it. Otherwise, it'll be kind of bland. Definitely add some garlic. You can use dried garlic, but don't mince it super fine or it'll burn. Add your favorite spices. I used paprika, Italian herbs, and some spices I brought back from Greece. They're really good. Use whatever you like and definitely add some oil so that spices stick to the veggies and they roast nicely. Mix it all up so everything coated. Separately, I take uh, about three and a half sweet peppers, chop them into big pieces too, and roast them as well. Having roasted peppers on hand is awesome. Throw them into sandwiches, salads, or just snack on them. I love roasted peppers. Makes a great addition to a tomato soup, but anyway, we toss all these peppers chunks into a roasted dish, season it with salt, pepper, and oil. Mix it all up and pop it into the oven with the other veggies. Once everything done, portion it into a containers, but don't pull the lids on right away. Let the veggies cool, or the steam turns into a water and they will be swimming in it. Not tasty. And there you go. You've got an awesome set of veggies ready for your meals. So, That's the veggies prep we ended up with. What did we get done? We peeled garlic, roasted peppers, roasted mushrooms with veggies, made a red cabbage coleslaw, did Korean style carrots, steamed cauliflower, Asian style steamed cauliflower, chopped carrots, and chopped cucumbers. And just like that, you've got a full week, maybe a week and a half, of veggies ready to go. All you need to do is open container, grab what you need, and that's it. Your fiber is always within reach. Just don't skip doing this once. You know there is no time during a work week, so do it when you've got time. It took me about an hour and a half, and I have veggies all week. It's so worth it. Thanks for watching my channel. Drop me a comment what other veg preps you'd like to see, what you like or didn't like, any ideas. I'm here for it all. Hit like, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Bye!